there's nothing much distinctive about this train station except that it has a Geiger counter. On what is otherwise a regular morning commute, this train goes through an international border. Hi, I'm Matt, and welcome to this edition of Borders on Budgets. On this episode, we are in Slavutych, Ukraine, traveling through Belarus to get to the infamous Chernobyl nuclear power station. Long-distance hikes! But having a monkey steal from my camera bag, a kayak with an inexperienced kayaker. Borders on Budgets. Well, it's not surprising that with any visit to a nuclear power plant, I need to be escorted, and today it will be Anton, who is the public relations for the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Separating Ukraine from Belarus is the Dnipro River, and as we cross the river, this becomes the southeast corner of Belarus. How is it that the arrangement came about between Ukraine and Belarus for this train to pass through their territory?
There is a treaty to go to Chernobyl zone through the Belarusian territory without any customs. When the Soviet Union collapsed, we have no other way to go to Chernobyl zone, and Belarus was conscious about this, so Ukraine and Belarus make a treaty about no customs for the railway.
Slavutych was constructed 2 years after the Chernobyl explosion in April of 1986. Because Chernobyl has a 2,000 square kilometer no living zone, it's called the nuclear exclusion zone, and so Slavutych is the closest village, or closest city to Chernobyl.
This region called Polesie, this is the northern part of Ukraine. The forest is the main the forest and swamps are the main reason here why we almost had no wars in our history in this territory. And when we had, there was a great protest movement of the citizens who were hiding in the forest.
The forest and the bog is so intertwined between Belarus and Ukraine that I have not realized that we've crossed back into Ukraine.
We're approaching to the Pripyat River. So here you can see the railway station, which is our local Chernobyl nuclear power plant station.
That dome has enclosed nuclear reactor number 4, the one that did explode in 1986.
And that is the last stop on the trip to Chernobyl, on a railway trip to Chernobyl.
I was informed the visuals at the Chernobyl train station would not be much, so adorning the metal are some of the photos from inside the power plant.
As the environment around us is contaminated, it should be in somehow way be blocked from this environment. That's why you can see those metal walls and glass surfaces covering everything here.
Before the train returns to Slavutych, fortunately, I've been given clearance to at least step outside the train platform, and I wanted to go and just walk about, and oops, here's the boundary that I cannot go any further than this white line. And what is this building behind you?
So we are near the sanitary building of Semiholy, where we change the clothes, check our surfaces, I mean the skin, for the contamination, and where we go to the platform.
I'm noticing the quality of the buses. Is that an indication of the infrastructure here at Chernobyl?
Definitely. Chernobyl Power Plant trying not to invest into the secondary infrastructure objects, and transport is one of them. But some of them left from 90s, so you can see them now. So here we have the check for the contamination surfaces, skin, for example, clothing, everything. So just get inside, put your arms inside. Clear. No contamination.
We'll check my bag.
We can take it.
Oh, that's encouraging. So I step on the platform.
Yeah.
I put my hands inside here. Is it doing anything?
Yes.
Is it clean?
Yep.
Okay. And, well, I'm nuclear free.
Slavutych in Ukrainian, and transliteration in English will be a little bit different. So it can be Slavutych or Slavutych.
See, it isn't just me who's had problems explaining where I've been. So, from the Slavutych train station.
That was perfect.
Great, and thank you, Anton, much appreciated.
Welcome.
So this has been another edition of Borders on Budgets. A reminder, Borders on Budgets. Local people, natural sounds, not a lot of money. So yes, from the Slavutych train station, as we visited the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. And they've got stop in English. Oh, okay. Well, he didn't stop. And the crossing looks safe. Okay, not bad. In the center of Slavutych, there is a memorial to the first responders who died of radiation poisoning following the nuclear explosion at the Chernobyl Power Plant on April 26, 1986. In less than 2 years, Slavutych was built in order to house more than 30,000 refugees, the residents of Pripyat, the town closest to Chernobyl, and those residents had to have been evacuated on a day's notice in 1986. Slavutych is about 3 hours from the Ukrainian capital of Kiev, and this village makes for an excellent day trip or a weekend getaway in order to breathe the fresh air and to grasp some of the greenery of the Ukrainian countryside. Say, did you like this episode? Great. Help Borders on Budgets grow. Hit the subscribe button below. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. All comments are appreciated, and all support for Borders on Budgets is much, much appreciated.